And welcome, guys. Welcome back to the channel here. Focus from Mars. Going to continue with opening day. This is the third game that we did here, and this is between the Boston Barons and the Ontario Aces at the Rogers Center. Here we go, opening day 2026. These two ball clubs looking to have a good season, and Mike Soroka, the ace for the Aces, is going to be taking the mound as their starter. He was all right last year, 99 overall. An excellent pitcher. He had one good year a couple of years ago. He's been kind of okay. Other than that, but look for Mike Soroka to be a good ace for this team. I do expect that he will turn into a good pitcher. And then Trey Turner is this team's leadoff man. Very good for him. He's had very good seasons, and he swings and misses though at that beautiful pitch by Mike Soroka. So he gets his first strikeout of this game and the first strikeout of the season. And take a look at this beautiful pitch here by Soroka. A nice off-speed pitch. Trey Turner cannot catch up to it. So let's take a look at the Boston Barons starting lineup here. Turner leading it off. Cole Moran, Gleyber Torres, Donovan Casey, Jesse Winker, Austin Slater, Trey Cabbage, Sean Murphy, and the last hitter is Darren Lincoln. It's an alright offense. It's not the greatest. Gleyber Torres, easily their best hitter. 41 RBIs, 95 ribbies last year. A couple of years ago, had a rough season, but he's a 98 overall, 29 years old. He is easily their best hitter on this team. His hitting stats are excellent. Gleyber Torres could be a trade candidate at some point this season if this team does not turn it around. I don't expect this team to be very good this season as he grounds out to the shortstop here. The Aces have been to the playoffs a good amount. They actually made it to the World Series a couple of years ago. They've been to the playoffs a few times. The Barons were pretty successful in the beginning of this franchise, but have not made the playoffs in a couple of years. And there is their records over the years. They haven't really never made it very far in the postseason. And there's Tyler Glasnow. He's their ace. Now, in real life, I really like him. I think he's going to be a really good pitcher for the Rays in real life. He had a good season last year, but that was really the first good season he's had as a starting pitcher. He's been pretty up and down throughout his career. He's going to be a free agent, and honestly, he's probably going to be, I don't think they're going to re-sign him. Yoel Munoz is this team's leadoff hitter. Not a very good guy, not a very good player in real life, but in this game, he gets on base. That's what he does. Almost a 300 average every single season for him, and he just got paid a massive contract there, as you can see. And so he will swing at that ball and send it into deep left field, but that is going to be caught out there for the first out. Now let's take a look at this team's lineup here for the Aces. Munoz, Mookie Betts, Anthony Rendon, Miguel Sano, Aaron Hicks, Nomar Mazar, Danny Hollins, Mito Nunez, and their catcher, Victor Cantini. It's a good offense, and I really do like their offense. And here's Mookie Betts. Excellent batter, 28 home runs, over 100 RBIs last year with 112. You can see his seasons there. He is a great outfielder. Honestly, one of the best outfielders in the game right now. And man, his hitting stats are insane. He's also excellent fielder. One of the best fielding outfielders as well. He is really a really good fielder for sure. As that pitch is hit into right field and caught out there for the first out of the inning. And now Anthony Rendon is coming up. He is nearly 35 years old. He is going to be a free agent after this year, and with that $46 million contract, don't expect him to come back to the Aces. He's not going to be coming back next year, so don't expect that. But he's been a really good player as he swings and misses at a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, though, by Glasnow for that is the end of the inning there for the third out. And done with one, nobody got a hit, no score. We go now to the second inning. Donovan Casey is leading off here. He's an alright outfielder. This is not a great team, so we'll see how good he will be. How good he will do. Their DH is Jesse Winker. This guy's a beast against righties, especially. We're going to see here pretty soon. He's got 99 contact against righties. He's been a pretty good outfielder for them, and you can see his stats there. I like Jesse Winker. I think he's going to be good. And he swings and misses, though, at that pitch by Soroka. And already he's gotten his second strikeout. And Austin Slater, another outfielder. He had a good year a couple of years ago, but he's low 80s overall. Now, this is in the bottom of the second inning, and here is Miguel Sano. 46 home runs, 120 ribbies last year. He is one of the best power hitters in the game. His home run totals have, steadily increased every single season. And he has got unbelievable power. He's got 91 contact against lefties as well. One of the best power hitters in the entire league right now, 32 years old. Watch out for Miguel Sano. Man, he hits bombs. He has a massive contract as well. I think he signed that either in the offseason, this offseason, or a season ago, and he just flies one into center field that is caught. A nice play there, though, for the center fielder to get there. Now, Aaron Hicks, another outfielder for this team. He's 35. He's been good. He's going to be a free agent, though. I don't expect this team to re-sign Aaron Hicks back. He's been a good player for them, but they can probably do better than him there, as he will check his swing there, and the umpire says that he did not go around. So let's see what happens here on this 1-2 pitch, and he swings and misses at another beautiful fastball there, 97 miles per hour. Tyler Glasnow, his second strikeout of the day, and the other outfielder here is Nomar Mazara, played for the Vipers. He's a good outfielder for sure. And he sends that ball up the middle. Basically, the second baseman basically playing right there up the middle, and center gets that baseball and takes care of that for an out. Now, here in the quick manage, that's Tom Murphy up, and that's their catcher, and he hits a 2-run home run. This is really going to be his first year as a full-time starter. He's 31 years old. So he hits a 2-run bomb there. Darren Lincoln hasn't played all that much. He's 28 years old. Don't know about him. Gleyber Torres is in his second at bat there. And now in quick manage again. Here is Ramucho Nunez. He used to play for the Rattlers, and he was really good. 100 RBI seasons, for a few years in a row with the Rattlers. But the last year, he was awful. Last year was not a good season for him at all. And he just flies out into left field for the first out of the inning there. And there is one down. Now that's their catcher, Victor Carantini. And he will fly one out into center field. That's going to be out number 2. A couple flyouts here as, Tyler Glasnow looking to get out of the inning. So now we go to the top of the order again. And it is Yohan Munoz who just hits a ground ball over to first. He takes care of it himself. Races over to step on the bag to take care of him for the final out there. So after 3 innings, it's 3-0. In quick managing here again, a bomb. That was Trey Turner who hit that solo home run. And now it's 4-0. As later in the inning, that ball is hit out to really deep left field, and it is gone. It actually hits off of the foul pole. So Gleyber Torres, who had an RBI double earlier in the game, gets a hold of that pitch and hits it out for a solo home run off of the foul pole. Really, really awesome home run there for him. As Danny Hollins coming up now. This is later in the game. 2 men on. He gets a base hit into left field, so they hold the runners there. The bases are now loaded for Renato Nunez here with nobody out in the inning, by the way. As it's a fly ball into right field, and it's off of the glove of the right fielder. He tried to catch it, he couldn't catch it, and that's going to score a run. So the Aces are on the board here in the inning. That's an error by Austin Slater, as you can see here on the replay. That's a pretty easy play. He should have been able to make it. It just bounces off his glove. And so now Victor Carantini, the catcher, looks at that pitch, a nasty pitch on the corner for the first out of the inning. Now Ramucho Nunez is up. Or, no, not Ramucho Nunez. That ball gets away, though, and that's going to score another run. So a wild pitch. Yohan Munoz, the hitter there on the at-bat, but a wild pitch by Glasnow forces home another run. So a 2-run inning now for Ontario here. And let's see what Nunez can do, and if he can you know, try and get another run, and this team is right back in this ball game as he hits a ground ball over to second. A nice play by the second baseman, barehanding it, so they get the out, but a run does score. It's now 5-3 as the next batter grounds out to shortstop. So they get a couple of runs in that inning. They're really right back in this game after being down 5-0. They get 3 runs off of 4 hits and an error in that frame here. Done with 5. It's a 5-3 lead for Boston. Alright, now we go move on. Bottom of the 6th inning here is on an 0-2 pitch. He swings and pops it up in the infield. Tyler Glasnow, a really good start. Again, a bad 5th inning for him, but other than that 5th inning, he was really good in this game. He actually, I think that was the last inning that he pitched in this game. He pitched 6 pretty good innings. Now we are in the top of the 7th here with 2 men on base. It's a ground ball to first. They go to second for 1. Back to first, and a nice pick by the first baseman to end the inning. That was a nice double play there. And so middle of the 7th, it's still a 5-3 game. Ontario still in it. C.J. Carter, a reliever here for Boston. You know, he is a young pitcher. We'll see what he can do. But he makes, that's Victor Chiarantini there, swinging and missing at a good pitch by Peters to, no, not Peters, Carter to get the out there. That's the first out of the inning. As you take a look at that swing there now with 2 outs in the inning. That's a fly ball. It's deep into center field near the wall. He reaches up and he makes the catch. Oh, man, that one almost went over the wall. Man, he conked that ball right at the wall to end the inning. So now later in this is the 8th inning here. Tim Mesa is coming on. He is a good reliever. He's a good bullpen piece. This team's bullpen overall is not very good. Tim Mesa, one of their better relievers for sure. And here is Aaron Hicks. This is in the bottom of the 8th. It's a 7-3 game right now, but they're trying to come back here. The Aces are, as that's a double into the gap in right center field. They try and slow more run to make it a 7-4 ball game. Aaron Hicks getting that extra base hit there as the next batter hits a fly ball that is caught by the left fielder for the second out of the inning there. And now Danny Hollins is coming up. He's 2 for 3 in the game. So let's see what he does with the man on second base, and he hits one up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes a runner to score, and they're going to get another run here. It's now a 7-5 game. The Aces making a comeback right now, and so now this game is going to come down to Mallet Smith, a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 9th. Here we go. The first pitch to him is a fly ball into center field. Racing over to try and catch it is a center fielder, and he's there to make the catch. And so that ends the game there. Boston wins the opener from Ontario in the opening game of this series. So we're going to do a couple more games here in this episode. Before we get to those last couple of games here, we're going to actually take a look at some of the logos around. I don't have every single logo in here, but you can take a look here. We're scrolling through the logos right now. There's a good portion of them, and you know, you'll get to see more of these logos throughout the season and the jerseys and everything. But those are a look at some of the logos. Really like a lot of the logos that we made. Most of them were downloaded from the logo vault. And so now we're going to go into this game here. This is the Tides, and this is Clayton Kershaw, one of the best pitchers of all time. 38 years old, but still an 88 overall pitcher. Unbelievable. He is such a good pitcher. And Victor Robles here is batting for the Las Vegas Gamblers. He's 99 overall, 28 years old. Here is a look at the Gamblers. They won the World Series in 2020, actually. Then they lost the NLDS 4 straight years. They're on the down, though. They're not a great team right now anymore. Jason Molina, a rookie last year, is leading off here for Honolulu in this game. And he hits a fly ball into center field for the first out. Now let's take a look at this Tides lineup here for Honolulu. Jason Molina, Eddie Rosario, they got Fernando Tatis there, Giovanni Oliveros, Aaron Judge, Marcus Semien, Max Muncy, and their catcher Francisco Mejia, and the pitcher Clayton Kershaw batting last. So here is Eddie Rosario, played for Boston for a good amount. Wasn't that good in Boston, but we'll see what he can do here in a Tides jersey, as he hits a very hard ground ball to first base. First baseman knocks it down, and he actually ends up making the play. Beautiful play there by the first baseman. And here's Tatis, one of the best young players in the game, 27 years old and 99 overall. Yeah, he's pretty good. And he hits a ball there. That's going to be a base hit through the right side, and that's the first hit for the Tides this season. Now here's Giovanni Oliveros, their first baseman. Look at his numbers from last year. 43 home runs, 136 ribbies last year. He's a great power hitter, and he had such a great year last year. But he looks at that sinker there for a strike 3. And pitching in this game is Sandy Alcantara for the Gamblers. They signed him a couple of years ago. He's on a right pitcher. Now, top of the second inning, Edwin Yon, a rookie last year, was in the running for Rookie of the Year. Actually had a very good season last season. We'll take a look more at this Gamblers team in another episode. We only, we're playing really with the Tides here in this one. As Aaron Judge stepping up to the plate. Wasn't very good last year. Who knows what's going to happen with him. He's 33 years old. I think he's going to do good this season, but last year was not the best year for him, and he hits a ground ball, but right back to the pitcher. Alcantara has him, and he throws it to first to get the first out of the inning there. Now, Marcus Semien, take a look at his stats there. I believe he's on the final year of his contract, and he hits a ground ball over to third to take care of the second man in that inning. And now it's Max Muncy. It didn't have a great season last year, but he's been a reliable first baseman. He played for the Bees and won a World Series with them. And he's an alright first baseman as he hits a ground ball that is stopped by the shortstop, but he cannot get the out there. A nice play to at least stop it. That's a base hit for Max Muncy. And so now it's the catcher here, Francisco Mejia. He's an alright catcher. They can probably do better than him, though. But he hits a fly ball here. It's pretty deep into center field, and it is caught right at the wall. Man, that was a nice play by Victor Robles. Take another look at this play here. Right up against the wall. Man, makes the catch, hits the wall. Great play by Victor Robles. Victor Robles is a very good defender, that's for sure. And, man, he made a nice play there for sure. So now, bottom of the third inning here, Jason Molina with 1 out is coming back up, and he hits a ground ball. That is going to go down the left side, and that's going to be a double there as he will get into second base. So a double for Molina. And here, this is another hit as it's going to go into center field. Molina's going to round third. He's coming home, and he will score on a base hit. Eddie Rosario driving the first run of the season for the Honolulu Tide to the base hit up the middle. Now it's Oliveros, strikeout and 2 down here with a man on second in the same inning. And he hits a ground ball. That also gets through. Here comes Rosario. He's going to score another RBI base hit. Giovanni Oliveros. Another run here in the inning. And that's a strike 3 call there. And Judge looking at that pitch to end the inning. But a couple of runs there for the Tides in that inning off of a few hits. And they are now up 2-0 at the end of 3 innings here tonight in this one. So here is another hitter for Las Vegas, Kyle Schwarber. A reliable outfielder. I believe he is a free agent going into next year. And I don't see him coming back to the Gamblers. He might end up being traded at some point this season, too. He had a good year last year, for sure. One of their better hitters, honestly. So now, this is later in the game. Jason Molina is up there. I believe this is the 5th inning as he hits a ground ball right back to Alcantara. But the throw to first is in time. They got him. Let's see what they do here. Now, they have an opportunity to try and review this play because that was very, very close. It almost looked like he might be safe on this. Let's see here. And they do challenge it, and he is safe. And then he goes in and steals second base. So the challenge there working out as Jason Molina ends up being safe there. And then he ends up stealing a base. Looking at that on Showjack, max speed of base of almost 20 miles an hour for Molina there on the stolen base. So now first and third, it's Tatis up, and that ball is going to get past, and that's going to score another run. Jason Molina will come in and score for the second time, at least in this ball game, and now it's a 3-0 game for Honolulu. So now a 3-0. That ball misses outside. 3-0 to Tatis. Here looking for a pitch to Dry with the runner on second and only 1 out in the inning. And here comes the 3-1. And he hits a ball in the air to center. That is down. That's another hit. Here comes another run. And he will score as Alcantara does not throw it home. And now it's a 4-0 game. As there's an RBI by Tatis Jr. and a big inning here, a 4-run inning, and that's going to be the game for Alcantara. They bring in Peter Lambert here. Not a very good relief pitcher, 28 years old. Don't expect really that much from him. Oliveros here hits a fly ball. It's deep. It's going to go down, and it's going to get to the wall. Another run will score. Oliveros will get to second base with a double, and how about 5 runs here in this inning? And finally, a ground ball. The shortstop is going to end the frame. Man, that was a rough inning, though, for Las Vegas. 5 runs by Honolulu there in the 5th. Done with 5 here tonight now in this ball game, and it's a 5-0 game. If you didn't notice already, Clayton Kershaw really pitching well. Still 5-0 game. That's a swing and a miss on a beautiful pitch there. One of the few strikeouts that Las Vegas got in the entire game tonight. And here's Clayton Kershaw with 2 outs in the inning. He's pitching very well tonight. He's thrown 6 shutout frames, and let's see, the first pitch to him is a little fly ball into the shortstop. He's got it there in the shallow outfield, and he makes the catch to end the frame. So, end of the 6th. Now, as we are now going into the next inning here, Andrew Church is coming on. He's a 31-year-old rookie. He's been grinding in the minors for a while here. In the bottom of the 7th inning, as a ground ball, throws it to second to get the out. The Gramblers did score while we were quick managing that. But Church here, this is a ball that's hit by Aaron Judge that is deep, and it's gone. Aaron Judge, a home run. That's his first of the year. And Andrew Church giving up a home run there to right center field, actually. And it's now a 6-1 lead for Honolulu. Now, this division that the Titans and the Gamblers are in is going to be really interesting. I honestly don't know who's going to win this division at all. And they say that he goes there on that pitch. Guess what? That's the first Major League strikeout for Andrew Church. A really long grind for him to get to the Major Leagues. 31 years old, and he gets to the majors there. And he gets his first strikeout of his career on a great pitch there that he goes around on. So now Max Muncy here, the next batter, I believe. And he will get the first pitch of this at-bat, and he hits it to deep center. Straight away, Victor Lopez is back on it. At the wall. That ball is gone. Another home run. That's the second of the inning. A bomb by Max Muncy. And a 7-1 game now, and that would be the final score in this one, as that's the highlights for that game. A great game for Clayton Kershaw. He would get the win. 6 innings, or part of 6 innings, and only 1 run given up. I think he got 10 strikeouts. He was absolutely excellent in this one. One of the greatest pitchers of all time, throws a gem here on opening day. And again, this division is going to be interesting. Not really sure who's going to win this division. I think Honolulu probably has the best chance. They did win 92 games last season. So now, one more game here in this episode. The Bees and the Dragons. This one is going to be pretty quick. Just some really quick highlights here from this ball game on opening day. The Dragons here playing in LA for their home opener. Dragons haven't been very good for a while. I don't expect either one of these teams to be making the playoffs. Frankie Montas is the race, and he's just not a great pitcher. He's never really been a good pitcher for this team, so don't expect really anything there. And you can see the Dragons, their records have just not been good. They're just not a very good team right now. Ronald Tapia is leading it off for Salt Lake. The Bees, you know, they're all right too. They did win a World Series pretty early on here, as no Evely Marte, a pretty young player, only 24, in real life, a top prospect for Seattle. He has been pretty disappointing, honestly, in this franchise. As now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. coming up to the plate. He had a really bad season last year. He was a very down season for him. 20 years old, though. Expect Ronald Acuna to bounce back. I think he's going to have a good season again. And man, I mean, a 97 overall. His hitting stats are insane. He's an amazing player in real life as well. So I think last year was just kind of a little setback for him. I expect him to be really good this season as well. So here comes a 1-2 pitch, and he hits this one a long way. Straight away center field. He's going to get all of it as it hits the rocks. That's a home run for Ronald Acuna Jr. Now, what I'm saying about him, man, his first at-bat of the season is a 3-run bomb to straightaway center field. He's the face of this franchise. He will be a free agent at the end of the year. One of the biggest questions going into this offseason is, are the Bees going to be able to keep Ronald Acuna Jr.? That is going to be a big question for them that they're going to have to face this offseason. Here's Manny Machado, a really good baseball player. I think he's a pretty dirty player in real life, to be honest. I don't really like him in real life, but he's a good offensive player in this game, that's for sure. 33 years of age. And so here, quick managing. Now, Yandy Diaz was really good last season. 34 years old. He's an 87 overall. I think he's going to be good. He's got some good hitting stats. So, you know, we'll see what happens with Yandy Diaz. Taking a look at this is their kind of the records over the years. Again, won the World Series. Actually went 11-1 in the playoffs when they won the World Series. And so now we're going to take a look at this Dragons team and some of the players on it. Greg Jones is their shortstop. He's alright. Alex Verdugo, a top prospect. Not really a prospect, but a guy in real life, I think he's going to be really good, but in this game hasn't really progressed. Now, Diego Guillen, this is a guy to watch out for. Look at the average for him last season. He was a rookie last year. He won the Silver Slugger Award as a rookie catcher. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I don't remember a rookie catcher ever winning a Silver Slugger Award. He had a 343 average last year. He was insane, man. Watch out for Diego Guillen. This guy could be a superstar in the game. Man, only 24 years of age. He looks so good. And here we go. He's going to take this 0-1 pitch, and he hits it a long way into left. And look at that. Diego Guillen talking really good things about him, and he hits a bomb into left field. That's his first home run of the season for him. And in his first at-bat, he goes deep. He's not a power hitter. He gets on base, but man, he can hit for home runs when he needs to. His first home run of the year. A 3-1 game. Now, there is Austin Allen, their catcher. This team has never really had a good catcher, to be honest, and Austin Allen just kind of okay. KJ Harrison is here, 29 years old. He was their catcher last year, just not the best. Sean Manaea is their starting pitcher. Here's their ace. This team's pitching staff is just not really that good at all. Now, we're going to go through the rest of the Dragons lineup here really quickly. Nate Lowe, good last year. He had 90 RBIs. You know, just not going to really expect anything from him for this season, though. Nate Kramer, again, he was good last year, but he's only 84 overall, 32 years of age. Now, Nick Senzel, 30 years old. He hasn't really put up any really good seasons at all in this entire franchise. And Harrison Bader, just kind of an okay center fielder. Now, Mark Beals, for right now, he's actually on waivers. So he is going to be one of their starting outfielders, but right now he's not starting in this game because he is on waivers. 23 years old, 8 potential 80 overall, though. Really good. Riley Green is yes, he is a rookie. He did get a little bit of playing time last season. He's an 80 overall, 25 years of age. And we'll see what he does here. Went on the corners in the top of the 4th, and he hits a ball line drive down the left field line. That's going to score another run. So now it's a 4-1 ball game. Riley Green, a base hit, and a ribby for him. Now, in the quick managing here, KJ Harrison gets another RBI single. And that's a double for the Dragons there. They get a run. Corey Seager. Here is their shortstop. 31 years old. He's excellent. 4 years left on his contract. I mean, one of the best shortstops in baseball. One of the best middle infielders in baseball. So now, this is way further on in the game here. Demetrius Murphy, not technically a rookie, but his second year in the bigs, only 24 years old and 79 overall. One of the Dragons' top prospects here. Just going to pitch with him for a few innings here. This game pretty much already out of reach. as that ball is hit into the corner there in right field for extra bases. Now, I like Demetrius Murphy. I think he's going to do well. I hope that he does well this season. You know, he's a young and exciting player here. Men on the corners right now with nobody out. Kind of struggling through this inning, as that's his fly ball. That's a sacrifice fly. That's going to score a run. Now it's a 7-2 ball game here. Yeah, I mean, the Bees, they kind of took the lead in this one early, and they didn't really relinquish it. So, trying to just end the inning here as he hits a ground ball over to short. A nice swoop there by the first baseman to end the inning. Demetrius Murphy gives up a run in that frame. But now, middle of the 5th inning here, 7-2 ball game. Now, later on in the game, that's a ground ball. First base, he takes it, he steps on the bag to end the inning there. KJ Harrison getting the final out. That was the end of the 5th. So, we're going to keep going here. This is the top of the 6th. Demetrius Murphy still pitching, and he gets a strikeout there on a perfectly placed off-speed pitch. I mean, you cannot put that baseball in a better location. There's nothing that the hitter can do about that, even if they swing at it. What a beautiful pitch there by the pitcher. And Romo Tapia coming up now, leadoff hitter. And the first pitch to him here in this at-bat is a high fly ball. That ball is very deep into right field, and it's another home run. A bomb by Romo Tapia. Not a great power hitter, but he hits a bomb there into straightaway right field, and it's an 8-2 ball game. Taking a look at this replay here, Tapia, he knew it was gone the entire way. A little backflip there as he would make the lead in 8-2 game there. And to end the inning, Demetrius Murphy gets a fly ball that would be caught to end the frame. So, just kind of the rest of the game, pretty much quick managing here as a solo home run by Seager. And this inning was just getting away from the Dragons. The Bees would end up scoring 2 more runs or 3 more runs in this frame. They ended up scoring 2 more runs, so we're just going to move on. This is the it's an 11-2 game now. This is the final out, and that would do it for this game. So the Bees win this one 11-2. We're going to keep going with opening day. Expect, you know, a lot more videos to come out. And, you know, I hope you guys have a great day. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe for more. Opening day will continue in the next one. Have a good day, guys.